Hello everyone, I am Hunterman, and today we are seeing which Total Drama winner could possibly win again. Alright, so I already have the chat up and everything. Nothing else is in my room except a plate of lasagna, which I'm going to eat while I do this. Anyway, so we have all the winners and alternate winners, because depending where you live, they still technically won, so I'm going to count them. And yeah. Alright, so as you guys can see, I have a bunch of tiers. I cry a lot. I have a bunch of tiers. Yeah. And you can see there are certain places from 16th to 7th, 8th to 3rd, 2nd, and the winner. Merge is right here because these guys aren't on teams yet. So, yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting so many ads on the side. Anyway, there are obviously going to be two teams. So, I got my old buddy, Random Wheel Spinner. So, yeah, I'm just going to spin it a bunch of times. And whoever's name it lands on, that's who's going to go on to each team. Alright, let's start out. The first person on Team 1 is Lightning. I don't like it. I really don't like that. Okay. After Lightning, the person on Team 2 will be... Oh my god, I almost landed on Lightning again. Mike. Yay. Back to Team 1. Priya. Alright. Where is she? Okay. On Team 2... Beth. Alright. I'm having so much trouble. Alright. What do I do? I'm very scared. Bowie. Ew, that's awkward. Yep. Team 2. Oh my god. Please stop landing on people twice. Alright, Zoe's gonna be on Team 1. Dang. That sucks. Okay, Sky. Duncan. Heather. Cameron wasn't picked yet. Okay, yeah. Whoops. All right. Huh. Timing sucks. Alejandro. Okay. After Alejandro. Stop landing on people who are already chosen. Go. Wait, what? No, why don't... Okay. Okay, 4 more. It's close enough to Sanders. Who's closer? Bro, they're all so far away. I think Brody's the closest. Alright, last spin. Finally. Get this over with. Bro. Until then, we could just ignore this tier right here. Alright. Okay, so if anyone, and I mean anyone is watching, pick a name for... Ow. We need a name for these teams. Alright, while I wait for some suggestions, I think I'm just gonna do something real quick. Okay. Okay. Why is it still set to that? I don't know. Yeah, no one's actually deciding on a name because I don't even think anyone's here. So I guess I'm just gonna put Team 1 and Team 2 down a lot. One more set. If any team names are decided during the stream, I'll do that. I'm gonna shuffle this a bit. Okay. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna use the random wheel spinner, and whichever team it lands on, that team will be up for elimination. Then I'm going to decide who I think they would probably vote off. Alright. Let's see. Starting this out. Team 1, of course. It's Team 1. Okay. Team 1, that's really tough because I don't know. Honestly, if it's gonna be anyone, I don't know. I'm debating whether or not they'll vote either Zoe or Jeff because they don't really care too much about the actual game. And unlike characters like Duncan, they probably aren't going to do as good as him, so... Honestly, I don't know. Like, they're both going to be bottom too, I can guarantee that. I don't know. You know what? I think Team 1 is going to realize that, or at least someone like Duncan is actually going to straight up tell the rest of the team Jeff was first out in action. So, sorry, Jeff. You're one of my favorites, but you got to go, dude. Sorry. Alright. Next. Whoops. Next team up for elimination. Okay, so I know I just said that Zoe was gonna be bottom 2 last time. It changes a lot, but even then I still have to say they're probably gonna kick Zoe off right away. So yeah, Zoe has to go here. And please be team 2. Please be team 2. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say Beth. Beth probably gets out here because, sure, she's friendly and all, but someone like Heather or for the hell of it, even MacArthur, they'll probably convince everyone to vote her out because she's probably the weakest out of everyone here. So they're probably gonna vote out Beth. Next. Huh. Well, it's team 2 again. If you get something that happened in II2 where teams just lose twice in a row, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Honestly, I'm debating whether or not Mike or Brody would probably get voted out because, well, they're not exactly the most physical, gifted, or pretty much any of that on their team. Sure, Owen doesn't really take stuff seriously, but he got in the finale first season, so I think others will take that to their advantage. So it's either Mike or Brody. Alright, I'm actually gonna do this new thing just because I need to think things through. I'm gonna move the characters depending on who I think would be safe first. Alright, I think Sky'd be safe first somehow. Then Owen. Probably Sean next. I think Heather will miss out on the bottom 4 here. Gwen. Bottom 3, MacArthur. And then between Mike and Brody, I still don't know who gets out. Like, I don't know. Mike doesn't really have his multiple personalities anymore, so that might affect him a bit. But meanwhile, Brody, he's not used to this kind of competition. You can argue the same for MacArthur and Sanders, but they're actually good at them. Okay, pizza box is here. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, I don't know. I think since Brody isn't used to this type of game, they'll probably vote him off. Cause, yeah, he isn't exactly, yeah. Thank you. Wow, I'm surprised that you're actually taking my side object creator. Thank you. Thank you so much there. Alright, next. What am I here? Okay. And keep in mind, if you want to give the 2 teams a team name, you're more than welcome to make suggestions. And, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna switch some things around. Gwen would honestly probably be safe first right away. Maybe Owen then. Sean and Sky, I think, would switch. After the last couple eliminations, Heather's definitely bottom 2 now. I think Mike would actually be bottom 3 this time, somehow. Don't ask. Okay, I don't know. We are not going to start getting into this now, are we? Oh my god. Heather's probably... People are probably... Heather's team is probably aware that she's going to try to manipulate them to vote others. And they don't want to be that target. Meanwhile, MacArthur, she probably doesn't even try at the game. She's too focused on her own thing. Well, you're banned from the game for a reason, Pizza Box. Honestly, I think by something, just something, I don't know what, MacArthur's gonna get out. I'd say it's close, but yeah, I think MacArthur would probably get out. Alright, I'm gonna shuffle these. Pizza Box, I can easily just ban you from the stream. Oh god. Oh god, no. I'm sorry for complaining. Okay, team 2. Sean would probably be safe first this time. First, I said. I think Gwen... Heather would probably convince a lot of people to be eliminated, so... Mainly Owen would probably fall for that. Mike, I think, would be safe a little earlier. Good. Thank you, Pizza Box. Heather and Gwen are still bottom 2, though. I can guarantee that. Even though Sean and Sky technically should have been watching Total Drama, like as soon as it started, if they wanted to compete, I'd still think Heather would actually be able to convince them to be on her side. Meanwhile, Owen and Mike are definitely taking Gwen's side. It's either gonna be a tie or someone, oh, that's tough. I don't know. That's really hard. I know it's going to be extremely close between Gwen and Heather. This is hard. Chat, please give me a reason how or why either Gwen or Heather is going to get out, because I don't know. I know it's going to be really close. The 16th to 7th, this is before merge. You know what? Now I think about it. Problem solved. Yeah. Yeah, this is 16th to 7th. Yeah. Depending how well they do. This is, during merge. And then, these two are the finale spots. Anyway, back on to... I can't decide if either Gwen or Heather will... Heather's stronger, but Gwen is definitely better at the game than her. Heather did kind of lose her manipulating personality in All Stars. But people would still probably see through that. She'd probably bring it back to win a winner's season. I don't know, I'm struggling here. Honestly, If anything, Owen will probably get distracted on who he's voting because like someone mentions food. Mainly Heather. Like if she goes to the voting booth while Owen is voting, she'll probably say something related to food that could make him mix up his vote and give it to literally anyone. Probably Sky if anything. Because Heather's smart like that, so I'm probably no the randomizer. It ain't gonna work here. So if anything, I think Heather's gonna distract Owen when he votes. So I'm gonna say Gwen gets out here. Ugh. Okay. All right. Let's see which team loses next. Okay, finally, Team 1. Okay. All these all these guys are pretty good at the game. So immediately we got the tough guys. So like Lightning, Duncan, Alejandro, they're probably gonna be safe. In order, I'd say it'd be Alejandro, Duncan, then Lightning. Hmm. Unlike in the new Total Drama, I think Bowie's just gonna play on his own this game, not trying to manipulate people for the first couple eliminations. So I think he'd probably be safe next, but someone like Priya would probably vote him. Mm. Or unless Bowie manipulates these three, that Priya is a big threat because she won the last season. Where I live at least, so yeah, I think Priya's gonna be bottom 2. Honestly, I think because this team doesn't really want a nerd, mainly like people like Duncan and Lightning still probably being mad at him. I'd say MacArthur. I'd say Sanders would be safe. It's tough between Priya and Cameron. You know what? People like Duncan and Alejandro, they're smart enough to know that they need some brains. So I'd say Priya's out next. Right. Who's next? Which team's up next? Oh. Okay. Alright, this is where, the manipulators, mainly Bowie and Alejandro, they try to manipulate as many people as they can to vote someone off. Like the only one I think would actually fall for this manipulation would probably have to be Sanders, which would end up probably making her first safe. All right. All right, Bowie and Alejandro would probably be safe first. I think they would also get no votes, but I'm just gonna put Alejandro here. You know what? Honestly, I think Lightning would probably um do what he did in All Stars, messing up the challenge so much, not thinking ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say Lightning gets out next. Final 10. Yay. Right. Welcome, Plus. Another reminder, if you have a team name for either team, please leave it. Alright, so out of everyone, I think Bowie is gonna team up with Alejandro. Duncan, he's obviously not teaming up with anyone, and MacArthur and Cameron would actually form a good bond. And they'd probably see through Bowie's manipulation. I wouldn't say Duncan is the one who gets out. First of all, Cameron's probably safe first here. Then Duncan. Probably Alejandro next. And... oh god, this is not getting easier. This pretty much... yeah, it's pretty much all down to, Duncan's vote. Duncan's extremely smart, but I think overall, Alejandro and definitely Cameron are smarter than him. So I guess it's pretty much just down to who's smarter, Sanders or Bowie. I think Sanders is a bit smarter, so she probably barely convinced Duncan to vote out Bowie. It probably would have been very close. All right, next. Okay, team 2. Teams are staying even. Okay. Sky'd probably be safe first. After that, it'd probably be Heather somehow. Stop disconnecting! Okay, honestly, I think the bottom 3 would all have the same amount of votes, and the person eliminated just have 1 extra. Wait, how would that work? So, since there's only 5 left, that would have to mean, 3 of them voted. Person in the bottom 3, I don't know. So the person eliminated will have to have either 3 or tie with someone else getting 2 votes. I don't know. Between Heather, Owen, and Mike. I think Sean and Sky would know Heather's pretty smart. But at the same time, they're also pretty smart, so they'll probably know Merge is coming up, which would probably get both of them to vote Heather. Heather is definitely convincing Owen to vote for probably Mike, which would have to mean Owen would be next safe. And then, unless Mike votes Owen, that would have to mean Heather is out. Alright, we're at 8. Alright, this is the last thing up there, elimination. Who will it be? I'm adding some suspense because I'm that awkward. Last team up for elimination is team 1. Okay. This is getting really... honestly, I think we would actually have a tie here. Either that, or someone like Alejandro would actually manipulate Sanders or Cameron to think that, to think they're big threats. Duncan would be safe first, I would have to say. So either Alejandro's gonna do one of 2 things. He's either gonna convince Cameron to stay. He's gonna convince Cameron to get rid of Sanders because she's a big threat. And Alejandro would know that Cameron's super smart, so they're gonna need someone like him. Or Alejandro's gonna know Merge is right after, and knowing Cameron would be a huge threat. So, if anything, Alejandro would probably just memorize the game. No, Alejandro would just memorize the game, knowing Merge happens around a couple minutes after. Not minute, a couple contestants. Oh my god, a couple contestants who get eliminated after halfway mark before Merge. So Alejandro. This thing keeps disconnecting. Alejandro probably convinces Sanders to vote off Cameron. It was tough, but yeah. And we have made merge. Wait. I'm a freaking idiot. Nope, we have one more. Oh my god, I am that dumb. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Honestly, Alejandro. Honestly, I would actually have to say. Okay. Once again, Duncan be safe again. Sanders would actually vote Alejandro this time. I know that. Then both of them are playing the manipulation game on. Since Duncan's never actually met Sanders on screen, at least, he'd probably be aware of how manipulative Alejandro is, so he'd probably actually vote for Alejandro. Alright, 6 left. Duncan, Sanders, Sky, Sean, Owen, and Mike made merge. Yeah, it's a miracle for Mike. Alright, we're having a rejoin. Heather, dang. I'd honestly, that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, I could just get rid of these. Alright. So now, I can get rid of this. Alright, give me a sec while I clear up all these names of the people who have been eliminated. Sean's still in, right? Yeah. Gwen's out. Bowie's been out. Priya. Okay. Wait, bro. Yeah, Brody's. Oh, okay. Is MacArthur out? I forgot. Yeah, I forget stuff so easy. And that's... Yep, that's 7. Okay. Alright, now I'm just gonna spin the wheel to see who would get immunity. Ooh, it's gonna be a close one. It's Sanders. Alright, so Sanders first. Characters like Owen and Sky would, and they'd probably actually fight to keep her in, so she doesn't let her rejoin and go to waste. So Heather would probably have to be safe next, and since Sky and Owen are literally fighting for Heather to stay, they'd probably be the next 2 safe. Mike, because he's not really a threat, so they probably actually want to keep him. So it's either Sean or Duncan leaving. That's tough. I don't know. So Sanders is... I know Sanders is gonna know Duncan vote Alejandro, so for that she'll probably actually vote either Mike or Sean. More likely Sean. Heather would probably vote... honestly, I think Heather'd be that one vote for Mike. So it's pretty much just down to Sky and Owen. Like, they're probably... Yep, Sky and Owen are probably an alliance, if anything. So, it's more likely... Honestly, I think Sky convinced Owen to actually vote for Duncan. They've never been in a finale together, so... I think since Sean and Sky were in a finale together, they'd vote for him. So yeah, Sean. Next to win immunity. What? There we go! Okay, after this, Sky and Owen definitely would not be by Heather's side this time. I think Mike would actually be safe first this time. Here's where it gets tough. Because knowing Heather, and especially Duncan, they're probably going to be aware of Sky and Owen's alliance. First season, Sky probably has to be the next safe, and Sky and Owen would actually probably honestly, I'm gonna say they vote Duncan here. So it's either Duncan or Owen leaving. Neither Sanders or Mike have actually even talked to Heather. Even Mike. So, oh man, he barely missed out on that chance. Oh my god, it would have. Unless Mal would somehow return, Duncan would probably be out because he's aware of Mal's existence, but we don't talk about him. I don't know. You know what? I think there's going to be that case of making finale in the very first season, so they're probably going to vote Owen out because of that. Final 5. What the? Better. Alright, I'm gonna shuffle them. Okay, we're at 5. Okay, finally. Duncan's safe first, right? Yeah, Duncan's safe first. Heather would probably try at least to convince Sky or Sanders to vote for Mike. But I think this is actually where Heather's gonna fail at that. I think Sky's more likely to be safe first. I don't know. Heather, I would say, is definitely in the bottom 2. But I'm not really sure if Sanders or Mike would be in bottom 2 with her. Well, I guess since Heather actually tried to vote Mike, he'd be in bottom 2. But overall, Heather gets out. Alright. Dang, Duncan again. Oh, snap. Oh, my God. Oh, that is so embarrassing. Alright. Sanders. I would say Mike is safe first. And one of two things is going to happen. Either Mike and Sanders are going to realize how athletic Sky is, or they're going to take note Duncan won immunity at one point. But Sanders definitely would not bring that up because since she's won more, Mike would easily catch on and probably vote for Sky. So yeah, I think Sky gets out here. She made it a lot further than I thought she would, though. Alright. Last voting before finale. Ooh, this is gonna be close. It's Mike. Here I don't. Okay, so Mike is safe first. This is okay. Oh my god. Sanders won immunity a lot more than Duncan did, but Mike is definitely gonna be aware of how strong Duncan is. Also, the fact he probably hasn't even been trying in challenges. So this is hard. Bro, I don't know. Oh my god. Hey god. I think that Mike would probably choose. You know what? I think Mike would actually choose Duncan to be out. This is mainly because, sure, Sanders won immunity a lot more, but it seems like Duncan would probably be more likely to vote for Sanders now, despite actually saving her a couple of rounds ago. So I think Mike would probably catch on about that, even though he's not the smartest. I think Mike would catch on about that. Okay, we got our. We have the final two. Alright. I'm excited to see who will win. Get rid of Duncan. You know what? I'm just gonna put Mike and Sanders' name a lot. Okay. Okay, no. Okay, Mike. Hold on, it's there. There's 13 entries. I put someone's name. Whoa, okay. Oh, I put Sanders 7 times. Probably put. Not only did I forget to move him down, I put Mint. You know what? Since we're 16 contestants, yeah, these are just gonna be votes, I guess, from the eliminated contestants. Gotta shuffle those up. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna spin that. The winner of Total Drama Something is. Alright. So yeah, God. If this thing disconnects one more time, I'm gonna, oh my god. So, yeah, it would be really close, like, every single season. But Mike has to win. It has to be Mike, I guess. And here we go. In order, the elimination order would be Jeff, Zoe, Beth, Brody, MacArthur, Gwen, Priya, Lightning, Bowie, Cameron, Alejandro, Sean, Owen, Heather, Sky, Duncan, Sanders, and Mike. This is still really weird because, like, whole reason Mike has been in bottom 2 during the team phase a lot, and he pretty much just got carried for being like one of the weaker contestants in the merge. But I guess that's how it goes. I know. Thank you to everyone who watched this stream. Watched my stream disconnect so many times. If it can disconnects, dude. Oh my. You know what? That's it. I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm mad now. Okay.